Ohio Valley Bass Yakkers bass fishing tournament at Barkcamp State Park, Ohio. Let's go. Unfortunately, I'm one of the few guys that don't have a trolling motor, so I'm a bit slower to get to my spots than everybody else. Bit of a disadvantage. Let's see what's up here. Let's throw the trusty whopper plopper. See if they're going to be aggressive enough to hit that on top water this morning. It's a little bit cool. The water temps are good though. Water temp is 60, 61 degrees or so. All right, let's throw along this bank. This is actually my crankbaiting rod, and I have fluorocarbon on it, which tends to sink, so I have to keep my rod tip up a little higher to keep this guy in the water where I want him. Otherwise it likes to dip just under the surface. Alright, I'm gonna hit back here around this laydown, then I'm gonna go back into that cove there. I've had most of my luck on this body of water back there. The minimum length for this tournament was dropped from 12 inches to 10 inches. So I'm perfectly happy getting some small ones. I'm gonna be throwing a drop shot, actually a drop dead Ned rig. Let's hit this area in here a little bit. I'm gonna back up. Back up a bit. Oh, got a leaf there. Let's clean that off. So, Ned rig with the TRD crawls and drop shot with the robo worm. That's what I'm running right now. Get a little toss in here, right by that little stick that's sticking out of the water. Ooh, there's a bite. I think it might be a bluegill hitting the worm though. Yeah, it wasn't a bass. Nope. And if that spot's taken by a bluegill, I'm just gonna move. Oh no! All right, let's see if I can get it out of there. Did I mess anything up? Yep. No. All right, let's trade this out for a jig. finesse jig. Man, this current. I need to get myself a trolling motor. Let's pitch underneath this. Ooh, that was a bass. Right over there. I might toss the drop shot over there in a second. Once I bring this back. Switch to the drop shot. Let's pitch it right. Not pitch it. I know, wrong terminology. Let's get it right over here. Bring it right through where that bass just hit something on the top of the water. Alright, well, not having much luck so far. My drop shot's been pecked at by some panfish, and that's about it. Hopefully this sun isn't messing up your image. There's where I want it, right there. Right in between the rock and those bushes. There's Matt. MC Outdoors. Probably having issues with his trolling motor setup. I knew he'd catch up with me.
So how about I fell at the boat ramp?
You fell?
I fell into the water at the boat ramp.
Into the water at the boat ramp. That sucks.
Say hi to the sun.
It's really shallow back here. I'm only in 4 foot at the moment. I haven't marked any bass here recently, so I think I might be too shallow. Might be a little bit early for them to be back in the spawning zone yet. I guarantee they do spawn back in here though. We are in late April, but it has been unseasonably cold. Oh shoot, recently got hung up on something there. Yeah, late April, it's been pretty cold. And just within the past couple weeks did the water temps consistently stay above the 50s. So I don't think they're not going to be actively spawning yet. They are going to be moving back towards these spots. Yeah, I'm only in a few feet of water. This is all grass back here. Switch to the jig since it's a little bit less likely to get to pick up the salad. All right. Yeah, let's switch it here. I think I can move this through the grass better. And if there are any bass hiding in this grass, it may be a little bit more likely they'll eat this jig instead. And if the jig doesn't pan out, in a little bit I might switch to a wacky worm. Yeah, I think most of the bass I've been marking have been sitting around 5 to 8 feet down. So I just don't think they're getting this shallow just yet. I think they're still staging. I'll throw a few over here anyway, but I think I'm going to move back out to a different spot. Old school. Or poor school. Can't afford no trolling motor. Not yet anyway. Gonna give everyone a close-up of your beautiful face.
Jared and I were fishing out of Dunkard, and it was a rough day. I think we caught like 3 fish a piece, and I just threw our crankbait out, And I said, hey, Jared, this is how you catch fish. I turned that crankbait back in.
And we weren't catching nothing, and you're just like,
No.
this is how you do it, and then you land one.
Exactly. No, did not have that planned whatsoever.
What you throwing? Drop shot?
Yep.
Nice. Alright, let's chuck a jig right along this lay down here. I am not the most accurate of casters, but I'm going to try to put it kind of right in that corner back there where the lay down meets the root ball. Kind of bring it back close to the lay down. That is not where I wanted it. I wanted it right up in that corner. Usually throwing a little bit heavier of a jig, so I'm used to not having to try so hard to get it further. All right, let's try that again. I want another shot at it. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, I went over it that time. There we go. Anything there? Anyone home? Anybody home? All right, relocating. Gonna go to the other side of this little peninsula, which is actually my favorite spot to fish on this body anyway. I'm gonna hop over to the next little finger. Oh man, I didn't have the GoPro going. I hooked up with a small bass. He spit it right at the boat. Is that one? Yep, there's another one. There's another one. Oh, let's get that net. Don't want to lose him. All right. Is he going to be 10? Yeah, I think he might be 10. Oh, come on. On the jig. TRD crawl as a trailer. It's a 10-inch minimum for this tournament. It's usually 12, but they changed it for this tournament for some reason. There are a lot of smaller fish in this body. All right, close that mouth, dude. Close that mouth. All right, dude. Little guy. Thanks for playing. There he goes. Sweet. I'm at least on the board. There's another one. A couple about 10 feet down. Some of the ones that are deeper are suspended. I'm not very good at targeting suspended fish. This is my first season with electronics. So historically, I pretty much only casted to what I could see. I've been exclusively kind of a shallow bank fisher. Ooh, that's a fish. Oh, that was a fish. Golly. Oh, man. All right, let's give him something different. Let's switch to the... Toss this right back in there. See if he'll eat a drop shot. Oh, pretty sure. It's very subtle, but I'm pretty sure that was a bite. Let's get it out past him, bring it right back through. That's disappointing. Let's put this guy away for now. Oh, I didn't even check. I need to fix my my trailer here. Should have checked that before. All right, let's trade for the cranking rod, and let's retie. All right, a fairly beat up KVD square bill should give me the depth I need for some of these guys that are kind of out in the middle here. Ooh, something there. This should help me cover water a little faster than with the jig. It's a little shallow. Go a little slow so I don't get into that. If there's grass there, try not to get hung into it. Alright, he's moving up. I'm gonna toss around this wood up here, I think. Alright, let's toss this guy a little bit. Oop, there's something. There's something. There's something. Is that? I think it was grass. Dang it. My boat moving back made it feel like it was pulling. Let's put this robo worm and Ned rig right over here, right on the bank. Oh, gotta hit immediately. Is it a panfish though? I think it's a panfish. Yeah. Oh, no, no, that's a... I don't know about that. Did it feel the hook? Still could have been a panfish. These guys love to peck at the robo worm. All right, let's fix this. This needs, oh yeah, the weed guard needs moved a little bit. Something like that. There we go. That's better. Oh, I hate this wind. It's not even that windy. Smallest amount of wind though will push you around on a kayak. I think that was a panfish. Panfish that was just biting at it too. How's that looking? That's looking all right. There we go. On the drop shot on the worm. A little bit better than the last one. All right. Right at 13. Thanks, bud. Oh man, All right, these GoPro batteries are dying real quick. My GoPro died and I caught a 15 3/4 inch bass. Might be the biggest one I've ever caught in this lake, actually. And I didn't get it for you. So I think this is the last battery that I have, and I'm only it's only 10 o'clock. We started at 7 and it goes until 3. It goes until 3. So I'm gonna have to be very particular in what I record from now on. So hopefully I still get catches. Well, I only have about an hour left and I haven't caught anything since that third bass that I didn't get on camera. Not looking too good. Got about 20 minutes left in the tournament and I cannot get anything else to bite. What the heck? I feel like if anything is going to get bit, it's going to be this drop shot. This drop dead Ned rig. But it has been failing me the last few hours. 10 minutes. I don't really have time to go anywhere else to try. I just continue this bank for the next 10 minutes and hope to get lucky. However, I think if I want a chance of winning, I need at least 2 bass. And that's not going to happen in 10 minutes. Not with the way things have been going. There's a lot of grass out in front of me. I'm trying to keep on the edge of it. It's in grass. I think I got grass jamming up the blade. Yeah, I do. 5 minutes. Can I catch 2 bass in 5 minutes? Yeah. Pretty lake out here. 3 minutes. I'm just fishing for fun at this point. Guess that's been true for a while now. And that's it. It is 3 o'clock. Rowing, rowing, rowing. All packed up, ready to leave. Sorry that I couldn't give a little bit better footage. Only having 3 bass for the day and not getting that third one on camera. That was the biggest one too, almost 16 inches. So I'm tired, dehydrated. I'm going home.